Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Today we are doing a topic called factoring quadratics. Basically, it's also called breaking of the middle term. All right. So we have the first question over here. These questions come in IGCSE Math or GCSE Math a lot. So the question is 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. Now guys, what you have to do is, in these questions, you multiply the first term x squared number with the last number, and if you follow my steps you will be inshallah successful. Right in the corner, so 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. Alright, you will write 2x squared as it is and 3 as it is. Now we multiply 2 with 3 and we got an imaginary 6. Tell me two numbers that when you multiply you get 6 and when you add or subtract you get 7. So look, for example, I can say I will write 6 over here. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. But if I add 2 and 3 I get 5. I do not want 5. I want 7, the middle number. That's why it's called breaking of the middle term. Now let's say 6 and 1. 6 1 0 is 6 and 6 plus 1 is 7. So 7x will be broken down into two terms. I will write plus 6x plus 1x, and do not forget this plus sign. Now you will make groups of 2 like this. In the first group, 2x squared plus 6x, what do we have common? We have 2x as common, so I will write 2x. What is remaining? X plus 3. In the second one we only have plus 1 common, nothing else. What remains? X plus 3. Now look, whenever you guys are solving breaking of the middle term, it is important that you get both of these same. If you do not get this same, it means you're doing something wrong. So we will write x plus 3, and what is remaining? 2x plus 1. This is factorized. Question was writing factored form. This is our answer. But if the question asks you to write down the solution, you will say x plus 3 is equals to 0, x is equals to minus 3, 2x plus 1 is equals to 0, 2x is equals to minus 1, x is equals to minus 1 upon 2. These are the two solutions. But if the question says factored form, only do this. Now we have another question which is 6x squared plus x minus 2. Again you will do 6 multiplied by minus 2, you get minus 12. Write 6x squared as it is, write minus 2 as it is. Now tell me two numbers that when you multiply them you get minus 12, and when you add or you subtract them you just get plus 1x. X means 1. Alright. So look, I will write 12. Let's say 6 2s is 12. But if I add 6 and 2 I get 8. And if I subtract 6 and 2 I get 4. I do not get 1. Now let's say 4 and 3. 4 and 3 is 12. And if I subtract 4 and 3 I also get 1. So look, 4 multiplied by minus 3 is minus 12. 4x minus 3x is 1x or x. You can say that. So I will choose these two combination of numbers. I will break plus x into two parts. I will write plus 4x minus 3x. Now I will make a group of the first two numbers and the second two numbers. In the first two I will take 2x as common. So when we take 2x as common we get 3x plus 2. In the second one I will take minus 1 as common because there is no other thing common. So this also becomes 3x plus 2. Okay. If you look at the question, 3x plus 2 is common. And 2x minus 1 is remaining. So the answer is 3x plus 2 bracket 2x minus 1. If the question was asking you to write down the answer, you would say 3x is equals to minus 2, x is equals to minus 2 upon 3, and 2x minus 1 is equals to 0, 2x is equals to positive 1, x is equals to positive 1 upon 2. But since the question is only saying factored form, this is the answer. Next question. For those of you who are confused how we select numbers, listen to me what I am saying carefully. So 3x square plus x minus 2. Again, make a line over here. Multiply 3 with minus 2, you get minus 6. And over here we have plus x, which means plus 1. Now tell me two numbers that when you multiply them, you get 6. So let's say 6 multiplied by 1 is also 6. 3 multiplied by 2 is also 6. So we met the first condition. But now we want plus 1x as well. So which two numbers can I choose to get plus 1x? Of course, if I do 6 minus 1, I get 5. If I do 6 plus 1, I get 7. So I cannot choose 6 and 1. But if I do 3 minus 2, I get 1. Which means the two numbers I will choose is 3 and 2. Because 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. And 3 minus 2 is 1. Now, the important thing is which sign you guys choose. Look, if I choose 3 minus 3x plus 2x, this is wrong. Because it will give me minus x. I don't want minus x, I want plus x. So I will choose 3x minus 2x, it will give me plus 1x. 3 multiplied by minus 2 is negative 6. So I met both the conditions. So I will write 3x square. I will write minus 2. X, I will break it into two parts. Which parts? 3x minus 2x. So I will write plus 3x minus 2x. So take 3x as common. What remains? X plus 1. Take minus 2 as common. What remains? X plus 1. X plus 1 common लिख दो. बचा क्या? 3x minus 2. You have factored it out. Next question, 3x square minus 19x plus 20. Again, I will write 3x square minus 19x plus 20. Multiply 3 with 20. 3 multiplied by 20, you get 60. Now tell me two numbers that when you multiply, you get 60. You can say 20 times 3 is 60. Is it 60? Yeah. You can say 10 times 6 is 60. You can also say 15 times 4. 15 times 4 is 60. Now the question is asking you minus 19x. Which two combination of numbers will give me minus 19? Is it 20 and 3? No. Is it 10 and 6? No. Is it 15 and 4? Yeah. But you will not write 15 plus 4 because that's positive 19. We do not want positive 19. We want minus 19. So it's going to be minus 15 minus 4. Minus 15 minus 4 is minus 19 and minus 15 multiplied by minus 4 is positive 60. So I will write 3x square. I will break 19x into two parts, which is minus 15x minus 4x and plus 20. What is common in these two numbers? 3 and x. When I take 3x as common, what remains? X minus 15 divided by 3 is 4. Is it 4? Sorry, 5. 5. And I will not write x because I took x as common. Minus 4x plus 20, what is common? Minus 4. When I take minus 4, what remains? X minus 20 divided by 4 is 5. Now look, you get x minus 5, you will write it one time. And then you have 3x minus 4, you will write it over here, 3x minus 4. This is your answer. Next question, this is our final question. I want you guys to pause the video, try to do this question yourself. and I'm of course solving it, but you can pause and look at it later. If you guys are watching throughout, please do make sure to like, subscribe and share my small channel. So again, 5 fours are 20. Tell me two numbers that when you multiply them you get 20. So it's 10 multiplied by 2 and 5 multiplied by 4. Look, if I with 10 and 2 I do not get 9, so I eliminate this. But with 5 plus 4 I get 9, and 5 multiplied by 4 is also 20. So I will write 4x square. I will write 5 over here. I will divide 9x into two parts, which is plus 4x plus 5x. I will use a different color for you guys now. Take common from these two numbers and take common from these two numbers. So in the first one you have 4x common, it becomes x plus 1. In the second one you have plus 5 common, it becomes x plus 1. X plus 1 is common, so you will just write x plus 1, and then you have 4x plus 5, you will write 4x plus 5, and you have simplified. So this is it for today's lecture. If you guys stuck throughout this part, I hardly get views, but if you guys did, do make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel. Thank you.